Super Mario Bros. Wonder is easily shaping up to be the best 2D Mario yet, being the evolution the series has needed for over a decade. With the recent Direct, we got a deeper look that effectively just sold everyone on the game, myself included. Just the art style of this game is fabulous, or should I say wonderful, and it's just bursting at the seams with creativity. From new power-ups like the elephant fruit, the bubble flower, drill mushroom, and playable daisy, to returning features like the up throw and Lil Sparkies that haven't seen the light of day in a mainline game since Super Mario World. Also tons of new original enemies, like this abomination right here. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Wonder seems to have it all, including its shortcomings from what we've seen thus far, such as the half-assed online, Yoshi being patronized to an easy mode character, and the bare-bones rehashed story that nearly all of the games have had. In this video, I will talk about those and why we as Mario fans deserve better after waiting nearly 11 years for a new 2D Mario. If you enjoy the video, then please subscribe as it's free. My name is Zolamite, and let's do this thing. First of all, let's talk about the story. Once again, for like the 42nd time, Bowser is the villain, and his motives are as dry as ever, even more than usual. He simply just touches the Wonder Flower that's just sitting out in the open, and boom! He's taken over the entire kingdom, just like that. Like, come on now. It shouldn't be that easy for him. When Mario gets the Wonder Flower, it just changes the nearby environment. But for Bowser, it completely transforms. No, fuses him with Prince Florian's castle. And he becomes a flying Bowser castle head. Like, what the heck? I get that maybe it's because of the evil plaguing his heart, and also since he's riding his clown car, which I guess is sentient, but seriously, this is so vague, and it doesn't make any sense that giant black piranha plants also sprout and invade the Flower Kingdom. In previous games, it at least took some effort from Bowser to conquer the kingdom, whether it be transforming all the rulers into animals in Mario 3, throwing Mario and friends out of the castle far away in Mario U, or leading an airship invasion into the Mushroom Kingdom, and abducting Peach's entire castle with a UFO. Would it really have killed Nintendo to do something more original with the story this time around? It's been nearly 40 years and we're still rehashing the same Bowser Bad Save the Kingdom plot. At least he's not kidnapping Peach this time. But come on, Nintendo can do better. They've proven it in the past. I get that they're probably doing this just to be iconic by keeping Bowser as the villain, but you could do that in a much better way. Have him be possessed or mind-controlled by another villain, or make him get infected by some disease or something that he spreads across the kingdom. It just strikes me as disappointing seeing them hardly even try with a new story, other than setting it in a new kingdom. I know Mario is all about the gameplay, and that the 2D games are supposed to be simple, but I was hoping for an unlockable playable Bowser, which brings me to the next part. To my disappointment, the 12 characters in this game all play the same, even though they added Daisy now and even multicolored Yoshis, which have a flutter jump, and Nabbit, who's invulnerable to damage and turns power-ups into 1-ups. I get that they want to even the playing field, and they do have something to make up for this with the badges, which are really cool. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the same thing, as whatever badge you equip gives every character the same new abilities. They could have made it like 3D World from 2013, or Super Mario Bros. 2, which did this way back in 1988, and they still could have had the badges. Or if they want it to be fair, then just have the option to toggle the character abilities on or off. I especially hate, though, that they made Yoshi an easy mode character, along with Nabbit, who both don't take damage and can't use power-ups. Like, if you're gonna give 2, no, technically 5 of the character's abilities, then you might as well go all the way, or just don't give any of them abilities. like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and DS. Alternatively, each character, like the Yoshis, could have 4 different colors for multiplayer, so that way people could use the same character's physics. But I guess it could get confusing with the power-ups, but even that has a solution. Just change their overalls colors or something. Additionally, I wish they added more character diversity. Like, okay, Yellow Toad and Blue Toad are series staples. But besides them, we could have used Wario or Waluigi, or Bowser and Rosalina as unlockable endgame characters. Bowser could be unlocked for beating the game and be a hard mode, making it so you can't use power-ups, have a bigger hitbox, and can't jump as high or as far as Mario. And Rosalina could just have the Galaxy Spin move, like how they had in 3D World. This would also add a ton of replay value. Just imagine playing through each level with 8 to 10 different characters, each having their own physics and abilities. Nintendo literally has no excuse whatsoever, especially considering that in a recent interview, it was revealed that the development team was given no deadline. And it's been 11 years since the release of New Super Mario Bros. U, the last 2D side-scrolling Mario game, so we really do deserve the best. Now moving on, why do we need easy mode characters? Or any kind of easy mode for that matter? Just make the Super Guide or White Tanuki Mario a thing again. Or just make people do it the old school way. At least with the Super Guide and White Tanuki Leaf, it only appears when you die 8 times in a level. Back in the 90s and 80s, there was no such thing as an easy mode. People shouldn't be spoon-fed the entire game. They should learn it by practice. The standees that give instant respawns are already enough of a help. It doesn't need any more ease of access than that. It annoys me how, because of this recent practice with Nintendo's games, it's caused them to become more seen as for kids, which is just not true. They're for everyone. I wish Nintendo would go back to having the training wheels off and forcing players to learn a game by themselves, not just to make the game hard, but also to prepare kids for life in a small way, because in real life, there is no easy mode. This video that I'm going to edit together, I can't just have someone do it for me. No one will do it for me unless I pay them, since this takes time. And besides, the feeling that you get when you finally accomplish something with all your own hard work is incredible, and is an unmatched experience, unlike being spoon-fed a whole task to you. Dang, I went kinda deep there, didn't I? I kinda surprised myself saying that. Anyway, Nintendo already has franchises that are baby mode, such as Yoshi and even Kirby to an extent. They don't need to make Mario another victim of this patronizing practice. As for the rest of the characters they included, Mario could be an all-rounder, Luigi could have his slippery physics and higher jump, Peach with her floaty jump, and Blue and Yellow Toad could run fast and have a shorter jump. Daisy could have a double jump like in Super Mario Run. Toadette could be swapped with Captain Toad and be an extra mode that makes it so you can't jump, and instead have to make a safe path block by block. And Yoshi, who has the biggest missed potential, could have his egg throwing ability from Yoshi's Island. Duh, along with his flutter jump and tongue that he already has. He wouldn't need power-ups. And Nabbit could just be the same as he's been. Or make it so he dies in one hit, I don't know. It'd be a lot better to have Wario with his shoulder dash, or Waluigi who could have a tennis racket and only be able to defeat enemies with that. There's just so much potential gone to waste here. But I guess that's what fan games are for, because the fans do what Nintendo don't, am I right? And then of course there was the lackluster Mario Wonder OLED Switch revealed at the end of the Direct. $350 for an OLED Switch with hardly any Mario theming on the Switch itself, besides the color, and it is not bundled with Super Mario Bros. Wonder because Nintendo wants money. If you don't like it or don't support it, then don't buy it, guys. It's that simple. Keep your money. Use it on the Switch too for next year. I know I will. For the final part, it's the online multiplayer and extra modes. Brace yourself. Once again, it's half-assed with live player shadows and friend races. I understand that Nintendo likely has a hard time getting it to be a smooth, fully fledged experience, as Mario Maker 2 Online lags like hell, being so bad that it's like watching a PowerPoint presentation at times. But only having ghosts of players, even if you make a room for friends, is just lonely, and they proved it's possible with 3D World before. Now don't get me wrong, I appreciate that there's at least something and there was an attempt, but the year is 2023, man. Online play should be a standard at this point. Also, why do we not have the option to enable multiplayer collision? You know, the multiplayer chaos from New Super Mario Bros. Wii and U by bouncing on top of each other. It added some fun strategy, giving each other a boost to get to a high ledge. And also just let you mess around with people. I know the game isn't out yet, but if it was an option, they would have showed it in the Direct. As far as we know, what they've shown is pretty much it. No extra modes, just the main campaign. Of course I could be wrong, and I really do hope I am. Maybe the game could get DLC, and I really was hoping there would be a versus mode, similar to the one in New Super Mario Bros. DS way back in 2006. But oh well, I guess we'll have to keep on dreaming. At least we have iPod Touch whatever's New Super Mario Bros. Versus mode online. Despite my bashing of this game, I'm still absolutely overjoyed to play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The actual game itself looks like a dream come true in many ways, and I think it'll be the best 2D Mario we've gotten thus far. I mean, just look at this. It's screaming personality, and I'm all for it as a die-hard Mario fan. This game also looks like it's going to have the most levels out of any linear Mario game yet, looking to have over 120 levels according to GameXplain, which is super exciting. Also, I'm aware that there's been rumors that this game has harder levels later on, so I'm hopeful that's the case. We just need to remember as a community to not turn a blind eye to the negatives and just consume these games without question. If you made it this far into the video, then a huge thanks to you. If you enjoyed it, then please consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Also remember to like the video, and thanks again for watching. Peace guys, Zolamite out.